let's get started. Let's get started in a comfortable seat. So any comfortable seat for you, any place where your hips can ground, your spine can lift tall, and your shoulders can release. Just taking a few moments here to breathe and to notice your breath. Noticing where in your body your breath is moving. Noticing any resistance or hesitation within your breath. And taking one deep, clearing breath here. A full, deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Letting your hands stay on your legs. You're going to find some circles of your upper body around your hips. Finding a little bit of movement. Allowing your spine to stay long. Imagining a mortar and pestle, your spine and your hips. The circles can be small or big. And then moving in the other direction. The next time you come towards the front of your mat, we're going to pause there, letting your hands release down in front of you. And staying right here, maybe letting your hands walk out longer, folding in. And finding a place where your head and neck can release. Your arms and shoulders can let go just a little bit. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up and letting your hands come behind your back about a foot or so. We're going to find our heart opener here. It's taking a big shoulder roll, letting your shoulder blades hug towards each other and down your back. Your chest, your heart space lifting up towards the ceiling. One more deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, releasing your shoulders and coming back through center. We're going to find your way into a tabletop on your hands and your knees. You can rock over your shins or swing your feet around to the side. However it feels good. And taking any movement or motion that might feel needed here. So maybe some hip sways or circles, or maybe some cat-cows. So exploring how your hips, your shoulders, and spine are feeling this morning. Taking another breath or two to even out your movements. And finding your neutral tabletop. Take a little twist here to start. Gonna find our thread the needle. So initially letting your right arm start to reach high towards the ceiling. Chest opening up. So one more deep breath in to reach tall. And as you exhale, letting that right arm come underneath your body. Maybe the right shoulder releasing down. Just one more breath in and out. Pressing to your left hand, pulling your right arm all the way out up towards the ceiling. And then gently to release your right hand down. We're going to find our thread the needle on the other side. Letting the left arm reach up towards the ceiling. Taking a few breaths to let the chest begin to open and expand. Your next exhale, letting the left arm come underneath the right, maybe coming all the way onto the shoulder. Just one more breath in and out. Pressing into your right hand as you inhale, letting the left arm reach up high once more. And exhale to release that left hand down. We're going to find our puppy pose. Letting your hips stay right above your knees. Arms starting to walk out long in front of you. Head, neck, chest, releasing down. Maybe your forehead comes to your mat. Maybe your chin, maybe your chest. And letting your breath stay slow and deep. Just one more breath in and out. Slowly coming back up onto your palms, hands walking underneath your shoulders. Just taking a few big circles of your hips around your knees. Either direction to start. And then moving in the opposite direction. And curling your toes and pressing back into your downward facing dog. Hips drawing high up towards the ceiling, chest pressing back towards your thighs. You can find a pedal of your feet bending one knee and then the other. Eventually finding some stillness. The stillness in your body. The slow, steady breath. Your next inhale rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet. Finding a gentle forward fold, soft bend to your knees, head and neck to release. You can shake your head yes and no. You can shake your head maybe. And taking a slightly deeper bend into your knees and slowly rolling up to stand. big shoulder roll at the top. Maybe a few more revolutions, a full range of motion in your shoulder joints. And finding our mountain pose, your Tadasana. Your feet can be together, about hip width apart. Standing as tall as you can, arms releasing by your sides. Once more, taking a moment to breathe. And to notice your breath. Noticing the ground beneath your feet. The air as it touches your skin. Noticing this breath. Full deep breath in. Your full deep breath out. Your next inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. You exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift, lengthening your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall, rising tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing for a breath in and out. Inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold. Your next inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Just pausing here for a breath in and out. Releasing your hands behind your lower back. Interlacing your fingers and taking a big shoulder roll. Letting your hands start to draw down towards the ground. Your chest, your heart space opening up. You can stay right here. Head in a nice neutral space. Maybe letting your chin start to draw towards your chest. Just one more breath in and out. Letting your head come back to a neutral space. A release of your elbows to release your shoulders. And giving your arms a little wiggle, a little shake. Maybe a light rock from side to side. When you're ready, letting your arms sweep overhead. And interlace your fingers once more, but we're going to do the opposite interlace. The one rung down on the finger ladder. It might feel a little bit awkward. And then letting your palms flip up towards the ceiling. Taking a deep breath in to reach tall. And as you exhale, side bending towards the right. Inhale through center. Exhaling towards the left. You inhale coming back through center. Exhale, maybe a slight back bend. Inhaling, reaching tall. Exhale, finding a cat with your upper body. Hands drawing forward, pressing through the space between your shoulder blades. Your next inhale to reach tall. Just once more to every side. Exhale towards the right. Inhaling through center. Exhaling towards the left. Your next inhale through center. Exhale, maybe that back bend. Inhale, rising back tall. Exhale, rounding the spine. Hands towards the front. Inhaling through center to release your arms tall. And exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to a half lift to find length. Exhale to fold. We're going to pause here for an active forward fold. Your hands can be on your shins, blocks, the ground, or any bind that might be in your practice. But wherever you end up, thinking about drawing the crown of your head towards the ground, your hips up towards the ceiling. So one more breath in and out. Releasing any binds that you might have. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale, stepping back into your plank, the top of a push-up. Taking a full deep breath in here. And exhale your chaturanga or your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And stepping your right foot forward into your low lunge. Right foot stepping by your right wrist. Left knee down onto your mat. Letting your hips begin to shift forward and down. And stay right here with your hands on the ground. Maybe coming up onto blocks or up to your right knee. But wherever you end up, letting your hips continue to draw forward and down. One more breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame that right foot. Hips begin to shift up and back. We're going to find our half splits here. So maybe that right foot walks forward a little bit more if you need it to. Taking a full deep breath in to find your length. And as you exhale to find your fold. If you want to work a little bit deeper from here, you can always let that front foot keep scooching a little bit more and more and more forward, moving deeper and deeper into your splits. Your Hanumanasana. Finding that space where you can breathe. Where you can be. One more deep breath in and out. If your foot is extended out, drawing it back in, then letting your hips begin to shift up and back enough to let that right leg, right knee step to meet your left. And taking some big hip circles here. And then moving your hips in the other direction. And eventually meeting in our downward facing dog. Letting your hips rise high, chest pressing toward your thighs. And staying right here, we're going to go through that flow that we did earlier. As you inhale, waving forward into your plank, the top of a push-up. Exhaling your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Then stepping your left foot forward into a low lunge. Left foot by the left wrist, right knee down onto your mat. Letting your hips continue to draw forward and down. And finding that perfect space for here. Maybe hands on the ground, up to blocks, maybe up to your left knee. If you're up on your left knee and you need just a little bit extra stability, you can have a block just under the right hand, but let that come back to be right underneath your shoulder, right by your hip if possible, to let your chest begin to lift, your hips drawing forward and down. One more breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame your left foot. You're going to find your half splits, hips beginning to shift up and back. Maybe that left foot scoots a little bit more forward if you need it to. But wherever you end up, taking a deep breath in to find your length. And a breath out to find your fold. Finding that perfect space for this side of your body. Wherever that is. Just one more breath wherever you've ended up. Full deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up, letting the hips shift up and back. Enough to let that left knee step to meet your right. Taking any other movement or motion that might feel good for you before finding your child's pose. Letting your toe mounds come to touch. Your knees can be together or a little bit wider apart. Hips drawing towards your heels. Letting your head and neck begin to release. Just one more breath here. A full deep breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising up and curling your toes and pressing back to your downward facing dog. We're going to come into our calves just a little bit. So letting your feet walk about 6 inches forward and all the way towards the sides of your mat. And letting your heels start to turn wider than your toes. So your heels are almost hanging off the sides of your mat. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, letting your chest start to press towards your thighs. Maybe your heels begin to draw down towards the ground. So one more breath in. And out. As you inhale, rising high into your toes. And walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet. Finding another gentle forward fold. Soft bend to your knees, head and neck to release. Maybe this time letting your feet come even wider, almost mat width. Maybe taking your opposite elbows. You can find a light rock from side to side. One more breath in and out. You're going to find your squat or your malasana. Your feet can stay wide, maybe coming a little bit closer towards each other. Your feet can be parallel towards each other, or your toes flared to the sides a little bit. But wherever you end up, letting your hips begin to sink down and pausing wherever you feel stable and strong. Wherever you feel like you can stand right back up if you needed to. Allowing your hips to go as far down as you feel that strength. Hands can stay on the ground in front of you, maybe your heart center. Finding your strength. Finding your breath. There's one more breath here. A deep breath in. And out. We're going to make your way into a seat, however you'd like to get there. Maybe hands come behind you and settle down onto your hips. But initially, letting your feet stay nice and wide on your mat and find a little windshield wiper side to side. Finding some range of motion in your hip joints. And finding our bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Letting the soles of your feet come together, heels tight towards your hips. Letting your spine begin to lift tall. And your knees pressing out and down. Staying right here, maybe a light lean forward, maybe a fold forward. Letting your belly button draw toward your heels. And your breath be slow and steady. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up, letting your feet scoot a little bit further out in front of you, that nice wide diamond shape. It's about the same distance from heels to groin as from knee to knee. Taking another breath in to find your length, and a breath out to find your fold. Imagining your forehead resting on the soles of your feet. As you inhale, rising back up. Letting your legs scooch all the way out long in front of you. Finding our Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Your feet can be together, hip width, or a little bit wider. Taking a breath in to find length through your spine. As you exhale to find your fold. Your hands can end up anywhere along your legs or the ground beside them. Finding a space where you can still have your full deep breaths in and out. And letting your head and neck gently release as much as it can. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up. We're going to find our Janu Shirshasana. Letting the sole of your right foot come to your left inner thigh. It can be the calf or anywhere along the inside of that left leg. We're going to square your upper body over that left leg, taking a deep breath in to find the length. As you exhale, beginning to fold. Thinking of that right rib cage rotating towards the left thigh. And then letting your head and neck release just that little bit more. One more breath in and out. Before you rise up, we're going to start to move into a twist from here. So letting your right hand take a hold on your left leg anywhere that you can, maybe the foot, ankle, the calf, but allowing your spine to start to lift or your chest to lift enough for your spine to begin to lengthen. And letting that hand stay anywhere on the leg that feels okay. Taking another deep breath in to find length through your spine, and then twisting towards the left, towards that straight leg side. So one more deep breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center, then letting your right knee hug in towards your chest. And we're going to find a twist over towards the right side now. The right hand coming behind you, left hand, arm hugging that right knee in towards your chest. Taking a deep breath in to find your length. And as you exhale, to find your twist. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center. We're going to let that right leg extend out long in front of you, maybe shaking out your knees. We're going to find your Janu Shirshasana on the other side. Sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh or anywhere along that right leg. Taking a deep breath in to find length. Again, squaring over your right leg, that extended leg. And as you exhale, beginning to fold. Allowing your head and neck to release. Just one more deep breath in and out. And preparing for our twist before rising up, letting the left hand come to the outside of the right leg. And as you inhale, allowing your spine to lengthen and lifting up as much as you need to find the length in your spine. The left hand anywhere along that right leg. Taking a deep breath in to lengthen even more, and as you exhale to find your twist. So one more breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up, coming through center. You're going to let the left knee hug in towards your chest. You're going to find your twist towards the left side. Letting the left hand come behind you, the right arm hugging that knee in or drawing on the other side of it. Deep breath in to lengthen, and as you exhale to find your twist. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center. Letting that left leg extend out long in front of you. You can shake or wiggle out your knees. And then we're going to come all the way onto your back. Slowly rolling down. Letting your knees hug in towards your chest. You can give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe some rocks of your knees or circles around your hips. Together or independently. And staying right here for these movements or finding your happy baby. Letting your knees draw towards your armpits, feet up towards the ceiling. Take a hold up behind your thighs, your ankles, maybe your feet. Letting your tailbone draw down towards your mat and your shoulder caps to release towards your mat as well. One more breath in and out. Letting your knees hug back into your chest. You're going to find your reclined pigeon. Letting the left foot come onto your mat, the right ankle on top of your left knee. And letting your right knee begin to press away from you. Staying here, letting that left knee begin to hug in towards your chest. And finding that space that feels right for this time in your practice. Just one more breath in and out. Gently to release that left foot down onto your mat, and then the right. And letting your knees find a little windshield wiper side to side if that would feel good. We're going to move on to your reclined pigeon on the other side. The left ankle on top of that right knee. Letting the left knee begin to press away. Maybe the right knee hugs in towards your chest. Finding that perfect space for here. And that perfect breath for right now. There's one more breath in and out. Gently releasing your right foot down and then your left. And let your feet come about mat width apart, nice and wide on your mat. You can find that little windshield wiper of your knees side to side. We're going to find a reclined twist here. So the next time your knees come over towards the right side of your mat, thinking about that left knee towards the sole of your right foot. Stay right here. Maybe taking that right ankle on top of your left knee. Or finding any other space for a twist here that would feel best for you. Finding your breath to release and let go. One more breath here, deep breath in and out. Releasing that right ankle off of the left knee and letting your knees start to come back through center. Maybe find that little windshield wiper side to side before pausing over on that left side. Maybe that left ankle comes on top of the right knee. We're finding the same version of the twist that you found on that other side. taking the breaths that you need to settle into this space. Your full deep breaths in and your full deep breaths out. One more breath in and out. Gently releasing that left foot off the right knee, coming back through center. And then taking any final movements or motions that you might need before your Shavasana, your final relaxation. You can let your legs extend long, arms releasing by your sides. Or finding any other space that would feel most comfortable for you. Once you've found that space, giving your body permission to release. Allowing your thoughts to begin to wander. And taking one deep clearing breath. A full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Letting everything go. into your breath, into your body, into this time and space. Allowing with each breath, life, energy, and movement to make its way into your fingers and toes, your arms and legs, back and through your head and neck. And taking one final clearing breath here, full deep breath in, and a big sigh out. And eventually making your way up into a comfortable seat. There's no rush to get there. And thank you all so much for sharing your time, space, and energy with me and with each other. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.